Hey YouTube, I know it's been a minute since I've been on here and I'm sorry. I apologize. I haven't made much progress on anything due with work and everything. I've let my facial hair grow a little bit since y'all last seen me. I think it's time to shave it. But yeah, I haven't made any progress. Everything's still kind of hanging up. Volkswagen stuck way over there in the corner. I had to do some work on the wife's vehicle. Didn't film it. I didn't think anybody would be super interested in watching me change a wheel bearing in a '02 Ford Explorer, a rear one anyway. Had to pull the knuckle and press it out. That actually ended up having to go buy some new tools and bought me one of these wonderful 2-ton Harbor Freight presses, and actually worked pretty good. I've got another little tool set that I had bought a while back to press bearings in and out manually, and it works real good, but that just speeds everything up, makes it a little easier. And actually I used it in conjunction with the press to make it a lot easier, because it's got different size steel rings to press the bearings out, and also little different size plates so it puts even pressure across the bearing. I don't know if y'all have ever, maybe this is it. This is the outer housing of the bearing. This was actually a brand new one that I foobarred trying to get it pressed in. I ended up pressing the hub. This is the old hub. Pressing the hub in, it kind of kicked up sideways, and yeah, anybody's ever pressed a bearing in one of those like that one piece like that, I say one piece, that style bearing, it's not hard to push the back side of the bearing out if you're not careful. But yeah, that's one of the new toys I've got for my shop. The other upgrade I've gotten is one been long coming to my shop. I have run my shop off of a 6-horse 26-gallon air compressor for, well, I've had the compressor 27 years at Campbell Hospital, and it's done great. I mean, it's amazing how well it has done. And but yeah, I think it was finally time for a small upgrade, and there it is. That's 80 gallons, 5 horse. She should do me a while, I hope. I was just tired of running out of air. I couldn't run like a DA. If I run a DA, I can only run it for so long. Stop, let it build, let it cool down, run it for a while. My blast cabinet didn't like the little small compressor. I'm hoping it's gonna love this one. I have got to upgrade some stuff as far as my air goes, because the PVC pipe is probably not going to handle it. It's probably going to explode it, because this one here gets on up there. Let's see. Well, yeah, max air pressure on this one is at 175 psi, 15.8 CFM at 90 psi. I don't plan on running the 175 even. Well, I say I'm not going to. Depends what kind of tubing I get to carry to plumb my shop with, because some of that stuff is like way up there. I was kind of fell out of my chair when I was looking around for some of the cost on some of that. But of course, yeah, we're gonna have to do something, because like I said, the PVC pipe's not gonna cut it anymore. I may, like I said, put my regulator on it so it'll be way down, closer to what the PVC can handle. But I also have to look at the, I guess, well, I should say static. I'm sure the static air pressure probably will affect it too in some way, shape, or form. And I really don't need it exploding over my head, because that's, let's see, where's it at? It's here. Where's it at? Where am I at? Oh, there it is. Way up there. It runs across, up and around, and back down to my homemade desiccant air dryer, which that's probably gonna become obsolete, unfortunately. And I never did really even get to use it that well. I'm gonna see how it handles it. We may explode it, but maybe not. But hopefully I'm gonna get back on the bug here really soon. Since I've got my new compressor, I can run everything longer. I can go pick up me a new DA. I got rid of my DA years ago because my compressor just, I was going to burn it up, so I bought an electric one. Granted, my electric one does great. I've used it for years. But there's a couple different pneumatic ones you can get that for finish work, and you can get one that's, one I looked at Harbor Freight was gear drive in an air. It was $100 and some change. Probably gonna get it, or look at some reviews on it, see if it's worth getting anyway. But I still got some work to do as far as getting the body ready. I've got it pushed over here out of the way. Put a little dolly from Harbor Freight under the front end of it. Put the tires back on the back and got it rolled over into that corner. And for all y'all have bigger shops or even smaller shops than mine, it's amazing how quickly you can make a mess in your shop. I've cleaned the shop and I've cleaned this shop. But yeah, it just never fails. It seems like I'll get out here just a couple times and I'll work a little bit, and then next thing I know, it's like, what the crap? But yeah, today it's about 42 degrees out here. I did have my little propane heater going right here, but my propane tank is empty. I only run this off like a little grill propane tank, and then I've got I got three of those kerosene heaters that I run diesel through, which I think I've told y'all that before, with the isopropyl alcohol. That stuff's hard to find right now. 90 plus%. And I've got another little radiant heater over there too that's going. But yeah, me and my wife, we've lived at this location for 18 years. In January it was 18 years. And I've always run my shop off of just an extension cord to the house, because when we first bought the house, I was going to have the power turned on. Well, they wanted another deposit on top of the other deposit we had, and I've just never had the money, or never stopped to pay the money anyway, I guess. I've had plenty of it because I've wasted a bunch of it. And I finally decided this year I'm going to have power in my shop. That's by itself. I don't have to worry about the house. I don't have to worry about anything like that, because I had a drop for my air compressor over on the house. So I plugged it up at the house, run my hose into the shop, and but I've got power in my shop, and it just it's crazy. I mean, it's, you know, you think, oh, power in my shop, but you know, it's just, it makes a difference because I won't have such a draw on everything. My power tools will run like they're supposed to. The lights, I've already noticed the light don't have the flicker like I did before. It seems like they're just a lot better getting into my welders. I've got a 110 welder, and I would literally have to use my generator to use that, or cut all the lights off in my shop and weld that way. And that's not no way to do it. I mean, it's what I was doing was probably dangerous. So if you're doing that, try to do your best to upgrade it. I mean, I'm the worst at trying to rig something for the most part. If I can make it work, I'll do it. But hopefully I'm gonna get some more good content going on, so I can work on the bug, so I can do a few other things. I've got my grandson's project I've got to get working on, the little pedal car there. My goal is making a gasser out of it, but I've got to try to find somebody that can 3D print me a blower motor to go on it. Yeah, but like I said, you know, if it's going to cost me as much as to have one made by somebody, I'll probably end up just buying me a 3D printer. And if you're watching this and you got 3D printers and stuff, give me some good suggestions, because I haven't got a clue on a 3D printer, and I would love to have one because I do a lot of scale models. Even somebody suggested go ahead and get one of the resin ones so you can print bees. You know, that was cast resin models I had to start doing because I got bored of doing cars and planes and trains and trucks and just other stuff, and got to doing those for a while. You know, haven't done any of those in a while. I've got a few. I've got a bunch of stuff. Doing a project for the wife right now. We gutted a room completely because the room had been painted so many times that it was going to be more work trying to fix all the walls versus tearing all the sheetrock out. So I tore all the sheetrock out, tore all the insulation out that was to the outside walls, new insulation, new sheetrock. I'm in the process of doing that. I got to run some new drops in the house as far as plug-ins and stuff go, because she wanted an extra one here and there, and I've got to do that. But you know, I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. I've got to get, how are we gonna do it? That beast over there. Either I'm gonna build me a little spot outside the building, outside my shop, and do it, or it's gonna find a home in this corner over here. I just have to get rid of all this stuff. I got a lot of wood and stuff piled in over here. I just got several things I'm gonna try to do. You know, unfortunately not enough money to do it with, because I'm also looking at buying me a new welder. Probably buy it from Harbor Freight. I'm looking at the oh crap, it's the little green one. I can't remember what it's called. I think Gary from Jawbreaker beat up, he's got one. His has got the stick welder, the TIG welder, and the wire welder, so you can do shielded with gas and flux core on the same unit. From what his reviews were on, he said he just thought he liked it really good, and I had talked to him about it. I also looked at the Vulcan 220, but it's like 1,049. The other one's like seven something, I think. You know, I think the biggest difference is I'm not sure that the other one is it titanium or Titan. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Maybe I don't think it has the option of putting the pedal control on it for the TIG welder, but the Vulcan, yeah, the other one, you can get the TIG welder for it with the pedal. This when you buy it for that price, it don't come with it. You do get the stick and the MIG, which is shielded with gas or with wire or flux core. You know, and it's also, well, both are 110s and 240s, which is going to be nice in my shop, so I can opt out to do a 240 weld, and that's what's going to be nice too, having that ability to do that in my shop. You know, if I have something I can want a little stick weld real quick, I can stick weld. All right, now all I've got is a little 110 Century that I've had forever, and the biggest problem with it is, for whatever reason, it did not come with a chart to show you what your settings were. And I kind of have to guess and guess and guess. Sometimes I guess right and get it going pretty good, and other times it's like, you POS, I'm just gonna throw it out across the yard and stomp on it. But I've used it quite a bit over the years, and it's helped. It's allowed me to do things that I wasn't able to do before. But I just hope everybody's doing great. I mean, we've had some issues in the family. I got sick. My wife got sick. Luckily, it wasn't bad. Knock on wood. You know, praise the Lord. I mean, I'm blessed that it wasn't any worse than what it was. I've had some friends get sick, and I've lost some people I know. I lost a friend. You know, I had not seen him in years, and then COVID got him. So you know, he was younger than me. Yeah, so say what you will, just take care of yourselves, people. I mean, you know, I was blessed. I really was. You know, considering what I've heard here and there from people I know, and just the news in my community and stuff. That you know, take precautions. It ain't that. It's aggravating. Everything's aggravating. But just, you know, take some precaution when you're out and about. So Uh-oh, my speaker cut off. But you know, enough of that. I'm rambling now. Sorry, but plan on getting some more content on here. The bug, be it me trying to sand, prime, because we've got to do some sanding again. I've let it sit out here, and I've got some more surface rust. I know my door over here has gotten nasty looking, so I'm gonna have to get a hold of it pretty good. But video's long enough. Sorry. Be kind, like what Gary says on Jawbreaker. Seems to be a really great guy. Slade, man, go check them both out. There's several other ones I always forget. Shout out to all of them. Communicate with them as much as see fit anyway. If I have a question, I do message these guys. And it's a great community to be in. Appreciate everything, all the suggestions they've given me. And just watching their videos has helped me a ton on a lot of things. So yeah, be kind to each other. God bless, peace, and roll tide.